This is what I feel. And I guess that's how anybody gets to love anything. It's the first place that I smelled and tasted white paste. That smell is just, to me, beautiful. Barbara Lewis. I'm an 84-year-old black woman. I'm actually supposed to be retired, but I put in a lot of volunteer work at the Dunbar Pavilion because I attended Paul Laurence Dunbar Junior High School from 1942 through 1950. And my mind tells me it was awful, but my heart tells me that I loved it, that I loved mostly, you know, it was just like any family or any place. We had our problems, but we had more good than bad because we were like a family. And sometimes I'm conflicted. You know, I'm going, God, I am so happy that I went to that school, but then again, I am so disturbed by why it had to happen. And so we decided that we would open it as a hub, not only for people to learn about African American history and so forth and arts, but also all cultures so that we could all come together at some point and learn to know each other, you know, never to be that segregated kind of thing again. So we came together and purchased this building for $25, the two buildings. But there wasn't a bargain. All the ceilings were falling in because it had stood empty for 20 years. The floors were messed up, all the windows were broken out. It has taken a tremendous effort and a tremendous amount of money to even get this school where it is now.
I am Amber Coleman. I am a PhD student in the Art and Visual Culture Education program. My role in terms of being a graduate student developer is working on the project with the Dunbar Pavilion. I feel like what the projects are storytelling, helping either partners or different organizations to tell stories about people from the past and the present. The Dunbar Pavilion, as I understand it, is a cultural center here in Tucson. They have some tenants there, there are renting spaces. In terms of renovation, there's still some work that they are looking to do with the space.
So remember, it's getting redone, but this auditorium's been this way since 1948. Chris Lander, who the auditorium is named after, had foresight. He did for both buildings. The first thing he did was put in the plumbing and the electricity, and which are the main things and the most expensive things. And so with that done, it is construction, but it's really cosmetic that we have to do plaster, cover, you know, finish this. Ductwork's already in. So that's good. Anybody want to sponsor a room, we'll gladly take it. We figure it takes about $30,000 a room. Yeah, so this is my first grade room. You know, the funny part is, I should think of it in a different size because right now, I don't remember it being this large. I don't, and I should be thinking just the opposite because I was 5. Yeah. I kind of know where I sat because of talking so much right up front. boom, you sit here, right?
Barbara, who's one of the members of the board and the archival committee, as a former student, she was able to walk us through the spaces, to let us know what those spaces were used for, just like different things that were happening in the school. So while we were just kind of getting an orientation to the space, she was also sharing her story of being a student there. So we are planning to meet with the archives committee hopefully sometime next week, and we are looking to offer them a rendering of this 360 footage that we took the last time we visited, so that they can kind of see what does the platform look like. Wouldn't that be cool though? No. What if we send it to Google? You know, like there's some things that can like get integrated into Google Maps. Like and I remember you could go look in the app and they had like a map of the inside of the stadium, but it was made with Google. How could that be integrated into something like this, where like everyone accesses, you know? It gives it a wider reach. And go look at the map of Tucson and it's like this little hot spot, like check out the Dunbar, you know? Back at home, I also attended a predominantly black school, which is also now closed. I feel like I would love to see what is happening with the Dunbar now in terms of the revitalization, and I would love to see that at the school that I attended come back to life, even if it's not as a school, but in another way. How do we go about preserving these histories, preserving these stories, not only for our present, but for our future?
I want them to look, to realize who these people were, how we're trying to come together in diversity. Because actually, when I think about this place now, you gotta admit, this isn't just, we don't just have African-American tenants. Idea School is not wholly African-American, nor is it run by that. We're not just saying you have to be this. We want a variety of things here. We want people to understand this is what it was. We want to be better than that. And we want to be inclusive if we can.